oils are a huge topic right now,
Mhm. Mhm.
mainly because there's such a drastic difference between the quality of our oils.
Mhm.
So, those poor quality canola oils and things like that
Mhm.
are they're coming out with more and more research to suggest that this is not what we want to be focusing on. In
Mhm.
the past, they've really um, given a lot of bad media to things like
Mhm.
animal-based fat, and I mean to a certain extent that does have truth, but then there's always the quality picture of that. Like, is it the
Mhm.
grass-fed type?
Mhm.
Or is it coming from an animal that in and of itself has a bad environment, a bad diet, and all of those hormones and things like that that are given to the animal are getting stored in their fat. So if
Mhm.
you give that type of, butter to someone, then it's a potential exposure of more things. And so, yeah, focusing on high quality fats and then taking care of your oils. So,
Mhm.
refrigerating them so they don't go rancid because they're
Mhm.
very fragile to things like sunlight and heat. So, taking care of the oils that you do have, going out of your way to make sure that you're getting oils that come from the good sources. So, olive oil is always going to be one of those high sources of good fats due to the oleic acid. And then there's always the omega 3s, which can be found in fish,
Mhm.
but also in a lot of plant based sources like algae is probably the best source of direct EPA and DHA, whereas some of the other plant based oils get omega 3s in a less direct way. Yeah, so there's a big difference between good and bad fats. And I
Mhm.
think just saying fat or oil in general is good or bad,
Mhm.
it's way too simple. It's like a very oversimplified view.
Mhm.
That's why focusing on like just protein or just fat or just carbohydrates, it gets a little bit of a heated debate because people are trying to make broad statements, whereas it really matters on the quality within all of these categories and where you're getting these sources from and how much of it you're eating. And yeah.